importance of facing adversity. You call that the offense after some tough practices, the defense after the last scrimmage. How challenged do you feel the team has been, and how have they answered those challenges?
Yeah, well, they're really challenged, and that's one of the things that y'all have heard me say. The local folks around here is the reason why we've been successful. You know, what we see on our practice field. I mean, if you just show up one day and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to kind of lay in the weeds today and kind of set back, you're going to get exposed quick on our practice field because we got a high level of competitors. I mean, these guys are very, very competitive. They want to perform at a high level. They don't like losing. And so you show up in that one-on-one drill, you show up in the pass rush drill, you get over there in Scala, you get in team, and we do a lot of good on good all year. And so that prepares us. So that's the big thing. And then what we see in our conference week in and week out, that's why we have been successful in the postseason. But certainly it starts with what you see on the practice field. So they've been challenged. There's no easy days out there for them. And again, you got a bunch of guys that take a lot of pride in their performance.
You got a lot of guys working on punts and kick returns. Do you have a plan going in for how many guys you'd like to get in there, or you just start with Ray and Cornell and kind of go from there?
Oh, no, we've got several guys that we'd like to see over the course of the season, but hopefully we don't get many kick return opportunities. I'd settle for one a game. Be great. But we do. We've got some really good skill. We've worked hard on that, and we think we got some guys that are ready. They just need some opportunity. Cornell's one of those guys. I mean, did a great job for us in the spring. We think he's got a little knack for it. He certainly did in high school. Was tremendous, but will that translate? You know, we'll see. But you know, we definitely want him to have an opportunity. We've got several guys that we'd like to see from a kickoff return guy with Feaster, Cornell, Amari, Etienne. I mean, we've got a bunch of those guys. Fuller had one of the biggest plays of the year last year, you know, without a shoestring tackle, probably makes a house call in the national championship game. So has great vision for what he's doing. You know, Dion's a guy that could return kicks. You know, Mark Fields is a guy we've looked at back there. You know, so we've got a slew of them, but obviously you can only put one out there at a time, and you know, we're going to start out with Cornell and try to see if he can take that job and run with it. And then at punt return, right now it's Ray and Renfro and Amari. Those are the three guys. Trapp's another guy that has a really good knack for it as well. But Ray has worked really hard. I just don't think he brought the right mindset into it last year. And he just he's a great athlete. Just kind of took that for granted just a little bit as far as just really how hard it is, that's a really hard job. And he lost his confidence, and obviously we ended up making a change there. But he could be as good as we've ever seen, as good as anybody in the country, if he'll just, you know, be a consistent guy for us. I mean, you got to possess the ball. That's number one. So whoever's going back there, that's going to be job number one. Anything after that, hey, that's gravy. But we got to get the ball back. We can't have turnovers and all those type of things from a return standpoint. That just can't happen. And so we won't have much tolerance for that. We don't have to, because we got a bunch of guys that can do it. And so that'll all work itself out. And I think at some point you'll see all those guys get opportunity. But we'll definitely start out with Ray.
Will we see him play DB soon?
I don't know. You know, I mean, he's prepared to. He definitely could go do it, and I think do it at a high level. It's just a position. We've got a bunch of good players, and but I'm really glad that we put the work in. I think it's good for our team. It's good for Ray, and but he definitely could go do it, and whether or not he gets the opportunity, you know, I don't know. We'll see.
Talk about your get ready and transformation phases. What's the biggest transformation you saw in Kelly Bryant?
Confidence, swag. You know, I think this spring, you know, just kind of going out. I mean, he was the first guy. Just, hey, you're the first guy. Go out there. We got to start somewhere. And I think this spring maybe And he did a good job this spring. But I think it was, it's almost like he's just trying to be this perfect quarterback, and instead of just being Kelly. And what I saw from spring to camp, which is what we call our transformation phase, just tremendous growth in his confidence, and just, pulling the trigger, not being hesitant, just trusting his ability. And so it's been fun. It's been fun to watch him in fall camp display great confidence. And it just kind of grew and grew and grew as he went through camp. And now I'm seeing leadership. He's always been a great leader, but I think that you got to be confident in yourself before you can really lead at that position like you want. And that's the next part of the transformation that I've seen in him.
Some of the procedural stuff on offense with all the new parts, is that something that you put in the category of, well, just wait and see how they do?
Yeah, I mean, we most of the procedural stuff that we've had in fall camp has been kind of the stuff that you expect when you're repping 3 groups. Some offsides, you got some wide outs out there not keying the ball. They're moving on defenders instead of the ball, things like that. But we haven't had a ton of just, bad procedural stuff, whether it's guys lining up wrong, 12 men in the game, those type of things. We've been pretty clean on that, and I expect that to be the case on Saturday. But I want to see us play better. That's one thing I'll say. I thought defensively we kind of got off to a pretty good start, but as a team we did not complement each other very well early in the season last year. Offensively, man, we moved the ball up and down the fields, but we couldn't catch the ball. We dropped at least 4 touchdowns in the first couple ball games. And so it created some drama and some strain. And so I want to see us, play a little cleaner from that standpoint and finish, make the layups. Let's make the layups. We missed a bunch of layups first couple games last year. And so as a result, we just didn't complement each other like we needed to. And I want to see us, play well as a group, offense, defense, special teams, really complement each other, not have to, one side struggle and, somebody else got to compensate. I want to see us all play a little cleaner and, and finish and make the layups, make the plays that are there that we're supposed to make, and then go from there.
Anything else? Coach, thanks.
All right.